Being inducted into the MAPGA Hall of Fame is an enormous, prestigious award that never really crossed my mind that I would be there.
He was just the great golf professional that came to work every day, worked hard, was a great leader and a mentor. And going into the Mid-Atlantic PGA Hall of Fame, there's no one more deserving than Glenn Brown for everything he's done and all the people he's helped.
Tim Krause, he probably said it best at Glenn's retirement party. He said, Glenn Brown looks like a pro, he dresses like a pro, he plays like a pro, but more important, he acts like a golf professional every day. And he did that for over 4 decades. He's truly what a PGA professional is all about.
He's a very good player, very good merchandiser, won an award for merchandising. Obviously great with his staff, and a lot of them went on to be head professionals. So Glenn was what I would call a consummate PGA professional. He looked the part and he acted the part.
I've been fortunate. I've had several golf professionals that worked for me and with me that have gone on to be head golf professionals. I think the best thing that I accomplished, I hired good people, I gave them the leeway to do their job. They were honest and straightforward and were rewarded with good jobs at good golf facilities.
While I was an assistant working for Glenn, he taught me many things. He taught me a lot about merchandising, and possibly the most important thing I learned from Glenn is no matter what, you get the job done, whatever that job might be.
Whatever needed to be done, he did it. If he had to wash carts, he washed carts. If he had to pick the range, he picked the range. If he had to start, he had to start. And I learned all that from him. We just didn't do one thing. We did it all.
Glenn was always diligent in the fact that we have fun while we're working. So while it may have looked like we were having a good time, we were, but we were getting everything done the way Glenn wanted it done.
Glenn Brown took Westwood from a beer and hot dog club to an elite upscale country club. Glenn's presence will be felt at Westwood long after we're all gone. He is everything to Westwood.
Glenn Brown was Westwood. He was the members pro, and they wanted to be part of that. They wanted to be part with the staff. So we'd hit all parts of the club membership, and so everybody felt welcome. And it was all because of Glenn and his relationship with us and all the members.
For the members here at Westwood, they understood how important he was to the club. What a lot of what they didn't know was what he had done for the PGA. For all the PGA members, not only in the Mid-Atlantic PGA section, but also nationally, in improving the PGA members' financial status in the business. He created the first compensation survey for not only the section, but it was eventually taken over by the entire national PGA. The work he did with the PGA still helps us today.
If there was an issue with your job or something like that, you could count on Glenn to advise you in what path you should take to better your job. Glenn used the employment surveys to help him understand everybody's job a little better. You could always count on Glenn to give you sound advice.
I felt it was like time to serve on behalf of the members, to do what you could to promote the PGA and particularly employment and club relations. And that led to a pretty long stint of being on the board of directors in that position. It led me to winning the National Bill Strausbaugh Award.
Well, Glenn winning the National Strausbaugh, I mean, that's the pinnacle of, what he's done, the time commitment, so many people he impacted.
He was a personal mentor. He was just, as some of his assistants have said, just a great guy to talk to and learn from. He went to my wedding, really instrumental in my early days with the section.
I mean, he's probably been the best friend I've ever had. No matter what happened to me or what trouble I got into, Glenn would be the first person I'd call. I say he's just somebody you can always count on. And I think, to me, that's probably his most important attribute.
If he had to sit and listen to us talk about, we had a bad day on the golf course and he'd rather be somewhere else, he'd sit down and listen to us. And that's what makes Glenn Brown a great person. He's just a great friend.
I'd like to thank the people that hired me in 1982 and gave me a chance. That was a life-changing event for the absolute best for me. To all the members that I've known and continue to know up until this day, all my friends that are here at the function to support me, and most of all, my daughter Kate and my son Alan, for all the time that I wasn't there, for their patience and understanding, tolerance during those times when they were growing up and their dad wasn't there. But I think You know, it was important to me to finish here. I enjoyed it here. I've got a lot of friends here. You know, I played golf here. It's just, it became a huge part of my life is what it became. It was more than just a job. It was a career.